Dude, what the hell do you think you're doing? Dude, come on. It's not cool, man. Put the fingers down, enough trolling. Dude, what the hell? No, you're the faggot. Yeah, I'm serious. Yeah, right back at you, douchebag. Yeah, get the hell out. Get the hell out. Nobody wants you here. Nobody. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Yeah. You walk away. Walk away, ass clown. Yeah, get out of my face. Oh, sorry about that, guys. That douchebag was pissing me off. But now it's just the cool subscribers here. All the awesome ones sitting around listening to me talk for a while, almost like a kindergarten class, where it's instead of like someone helping children to learn, it's a deranged lunatic on the internet spouting ideas. It's similar, kind of, in a weird kind of way. But anyway, the thing I'm going to be talking about today is actually more gameplay related than one might think from past experiences on my channel. And it's really just, it's kind of gameplay, but at the same time it's not, because anytime you use a gun that people have decided is good, you're instantly, like, just kind of sequestered away from the really good gamers. Because then it's like, oh, yeah, he can get a good score, he can do decently well, but, I mean, he's using a gun that everybody knows is great. Which, I mean, about the Striker, like, yeah, the Striker is a good gun. Is there anything wrong with using a good gun? No. Which is why I don't really get it. I don't understand all the gun hate. It used to be a lot more popular back in COD 4 and Modern Warfare 2 with the FAMAS and the MP5 in COD 4, and everybody hated on those people. M16 in COD 4, the laser rifle, was just absolutely ridiculous. That thing was pretty silly. But even when I got killed with it, it's not like I threw a hissy fit and panicked and got angry. Like, if I wanted to, I could have backed out of that game and just made my own M16 class. Like, that's what I say to everyone who gets pissed off about guns like that. Like, it's different if you're just abusing game mechanics and just cheating your way to the top, but if you're just using classes that are fair, and we both know the difference between what's fair and what's not. Fair would be something like, oh, I don't know, a Striker with a secondary like RPGs and not infinite explosives. That's pretty fair. A C4 with only one throw and one explosion, that's pretty fair too. I think that's fine. I just don't get it. I don't get all the hate that people have for certain guns. But I've mastered this technique wherein I'm immune from all hate. Even if this video were to get 1 million dislikes because they were like 1 million Striker haters or something like that, I have a foolproof jacket that I wear. It's called the Not Giving a Shit jacket. And I put it on right over my "the internet is not for reals" hoodie. You know, that's how it goes. You know, you got to just learn to take these things with a grain of salt. So, yeah, as far as this gameplay goes, I hope you guys enjoy it. I had a lot of fun playing. I've been using this gun almost exclusively recently just because it's so much fun. It's just a fun gun to use. If you guys haven't used it yet, get out there and try it. And so far, my favorite class setup for it would be, of course, the Striker, because that's the gun I'm talking about. And then you want to put gold camo on it, because if you don't, then you def not be pimping, yo. And then you want to make sure that your perks, either extreme conditioning or sleight of hand. The first one can kind of vary it up a bit because it depends whether or not you want to be sprinting around, because I like to have a lot of sprinting power if I'm playing like ground war or something, so I can get around and try and get some cool sprays and just lump up 3 sorry sacks of shit into one just devastating blow for my Striker. Trip feeds for days, and you can use sleight of hand if you're playing like free-for-all or something and you want to be able to switch to your RPG really quickly to finish them off with an explosion right to the kneecaps. But that's up to you. You can use whatever you want. I don't really care. Second perk, Quick Draw. Pretty obvious there. I mean, I don't really think I have to explain that. And then third perk I use, I like using Dead Silence Pro because that's no fall damage, and generally when you get into the mindset of sprinting around like a lunatic with rockets strapped to his chest, some C4 in his hand, and a shotgun with like 24 rounds in its cartridges or whatever the hell you want to call it, you kind of jump. You tend to jump a lot because you feel like you're some sort of hero running around saving people. Not so much saving people. Maybe you're a villain. You think that you're running around just massacring people. That's fine too. To each their own, I say. So, yeah. That's what you should use on this class. And if you don't use C4, you're just ruining the whole spirit of the class, man. You're ruining the spirit of it. The essence. You gotta have the C4. And I mean, you gotta have Quick Draw Pro, because otherwise the C4 is so slow that it's not really worth using. But that's one thing I like to compliment on this game that I enjoy a lot, is the C4 throwing. In other games, I feel like the C4 took so long, and then the guy made a big show of, like, click on the thing by bringing it up in front of his face. But in this game, you just hurl that little rubbery mound, or I don't even know what C4 feels like. I don't know. I think it's like a putty, like a plasticky paste. It's plastic explosive, right? Am I wrong? I don't know. Haven't paid much attention. Believe it or not, I actually don't know anything about guns or explosives in real life. I just like them on the internet. So, there you go. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy this gameplay. If you like stuff like this where I play the objective pretty aggressively, let me know and I'll be happy to put some more up. I don't really care about dying a lot as long as I'm capturing a lot of flags. And speaking of which, what the hell, man? At least put something on the scoreboard that lets me see how many flags I captured. I'm not Stephen Hawking. I can't do the math afterwards and try and figure out the specifics. I mean, I ain't no Albert Einstein. I can't do it. Maybe you guys can. Maybe you could help me. But, you know, it's not worth the effort, and I'd rather just have a neat little column right there that tells me exactly how many things I captured. That'd be great. That'd be awesome. And also, I wish that there was some sort of thing that were like, it would be a mic on the outside of my opponent's TVs, and I could record how many times I made them curse in anger and frustration when I killed them. And those would be worth more than kills to me, because I could just play them back and just hear young kids from across the world cursing in their native tongues at the wrath that is my striker. You know, that would probably get me off. I'm just laying that out there. But alright, I guess to kind of bring this video down, I got a couple more minutes in the gameplay, but I want to talk about something hilarious that happened like 2 days ago. I was driving around in my car. I was picking up a friend from his apartments, or his dorms rather. He was a freshman. He's a freshman. Man, bad start. Anyway, let's go. I'm driving around, I pick him up, and as I'm leaving the parking lot, about 50 feet in front of my car is one of the mess halls, one of the places where you go and eat, cafeteria. And this girl comes out, and she is all bundled up, like super, because it was kind of windy out. But it was almost like comical how many clothes she had on, because it was cold, but it wasn't so cold that you need like a parka and a jacket and a coat and really thick boots and like snow. Like she was wearing far too many clothes. I don't know. I don't understand. Maybe she was on her way to a ski trip, but this was just an obscene amount of clothes to be wearing. And she was texting with her gloves on. I assume she had those cool kind of gloves that you can text with them. I got some of those for Christmas. Not to brag. But anyway, so she is walking out, and right in front of her is a staircase, a concrete staircase down that leads to a path that walks you back to the dorms. And it's probably 8 steps high, and 8 steps, that doesn't sound like much, but just kind of imagine that. 8 steps. That is an incredibly big staircase to just fall down. And so this girl's walking, and she takes 1 step and just eats it, and I guess she thought she had 1 more step's worth of distance before she made it to the staircase, but she overstepped it completely and stepped down onto the 2nd step, so it was kind of an awkward lunge, and then she just all of it just came tumbling down. Just a brutal fall. I could hear it through the closed windows of my car from 50 feet away. Just all of her things rattling, her backpack being tossed to the ground, everything falling. Like, it was just a spectacle. And it was one of those things that I was like, oh my god, I cannot believe I just saw that. I just witnessed someone's most embarrassing moment of all time. And then I watched her, and she fell, and as she fell down, it looked incredibly painful. Like, I was thinking, like, oh my god, this girl might be hurt. Maybe I should actually get out and check. But immediately, after dropping everything, and her phone is thrown, like, 5 feet down the pathway, she gets up, brushes herself off, and immediately picks up her phone and starts texting. Because apparently finishing that text was so immensely important that just forget everything else. Even after that devastatingly embarrassing fall, just forget about it. And the worst part is, for me, is that no one but me saw. I was the only person who saw. Of everyone that could have seen on a college campus, I was the only one. I guarantee, if I fall out in front of a cafeteria, it'll be the day that every past president in the United States history wakes from the dead and visits that cafeteria and sees me embarrass myself, because that's the way it would go. This girl, she really lucked out, and I hope that text was important.